Hello everyone, it's Donnie and I'm here today with a drill with me. And I'll just go over a couple of things first, and then I have a tag to answer that Danielle from Stitcherista tagged me in to do. Yeah, I know one of the questions is to tag 5 people, and that might be a little problem getting people that she hasn't already tagged that I know that does this kind of stuff. First thing on this diamond, this square drill diamond painting pen, I really enjoy using it. The only thing about it is when you put wax or putty or whatever you're using inside, it has a very long, it's open all the way up the thing. So I just tried to put as much of the pink wax in there as I could and kept shoving and shoving and shoving. And then now I have the white stuff at the tip, so I can use the method of sticky that I prefer. So it lasts a good long time. The poster tack that I bought at Hobby Lobby. And I am about, when I finish this square here, I think that will be about 25 to 30% done with this diamond painting. Can't really gauge it because it's not completely flat for me to look at it. There was something else I wanted to mention. Oh, I just placed an order with AliExpress today to try out some of these other stores. And yeah, I'm going back to the ums because I'm trying to remember what it was I was going to tell you about. But I had a real heck of a time trying to get my tripod set up for this viewing, to get it into a position without having to take my little bendable tripod off, because I have it on my larger one and I need it that way for doing my unboxings and other videos. Every other video that I do other than the drill with me, I need it on there, and it's a pain to put it back on there. So I think I found a good position here. How many of you does it bother you when the hand is coming from the top of the screen? My hand, I should say. Would that be preferable, or do you prefer it where it's coming from the bottom of the screen? Because I generally flip all my videos to where it's the same view as what I'm having. So I make it where you can see my hand coming up from the bottom as if I were sitting in front of the screen instead of coming from the sky. And I would just imagine it would feel weird seeing it that way. I mean, either way, I don't think it bothers me, but I prefer seeing the hands coming from underneath, from the bottom of the screen. So just let me know in the comment section which one you'd prefer, because the whole purpose of the videos is for your enjoyment. And if it's weird for you, I will make sure, because the position I'm in right now with my camera screen, the way my camera is on the tripod, it's actually showing my hand coming from the top of the screen. But when I go into editing, I flip it over I flipped it over so that my hand is coming from the bottom. I know I'm just talking about the same thing over and over again. So just let me know which you prefer, and I will make sure that's how it's done. The majority. I can't, if people are choosing both, I can't make it the way everybody wants it. So I'll go with the majority. Doesn't matter to me. It's not any extra work for me. So, oh, I did get a couple more pins that I want to make into diamond painting pins. I thought they're so cute. Aren't they cute? They sent me, I ordered two, and they sent me a blue and a pink one, bows. So I think these ones might be nice. I think they're kind of short, and I think that this would get in the way. And, you know, I haven't taken these apart or anything yet to find out if I can even do it. I haven't had the real motivation to actually make them at this point. I don't know why I bought them all just to do it for fun, but I have the diamond painting pin of my choice right now. And I did make a cushy grip because I tend to squeeze really hard when I'm diamond painting. I don't know why. And it was really starting to hurt my hands, so I made a nice pink and black. I love that combination of colors. Okay, so let me start the tag. Number 1, do you like blue cheese? And no, I do not like blue cheese. My mom always liked it, but I was never a fan of blue cheese. If it's the only choice, I will eat it, but I just have this thing about eating moldy cheese. And it's just the visual image and the thought of eating blue. Ugh. So yeah, I don't eat it if I don't have to. If there's no other choice. Number 2, Coke or Pepsi. I'm definitely Pepsi all the way. Cherry Pepsi, to be precise, is my favorite. And it's always been that way. I've never liked the taste of Coke. But again, if it was the only... Well, if it was the only soft drink, I'd drink it. But if a place has Coke products and a drink comes with my meal, because normally I just drink water with my meals. I don't drink anything with my meal, but I drink it afterwards. I will get Dr. Pepper or root beer over Coke. I don't, yeah. Okay, number 3, do you own a gun? No, I do not. I won't get into any kind of gun rights or anything. It's not that I don't think that I should have one. It's just I've never been a gun owner. I've never held a gun. I've never touched a gun, and I wouldn't know what to do if I had one. So, no, that's a no. Number 4, what flavor Kool-Aid? Oh, I'm sure they have all sorts of different types of Kool-Aids now, but cherry was always my favorite when I was a kid and we had Kool-Aid, which was a treat because we didn't have it very often. We didn't have soda very often either as kids. So yeah, I'm pretty boring, I guess. I'm already flying through these. Number 5, what do you think of hot dogs? I like hot dogs, but because of the fat content and the calories, I tend to avoid them unless we are at a function like a barbecue at my dad's house or my brother's or something, and that's all they have is hot dogs. Then I will eat them. Otherwise, I prefer Polish sausage over hot dogs if I were to have something of that food category. But as a general rule, we don't buy hot dogs or anything of the sort. Tesla doesn't like hot dogs, which I know is strange for a kid, but she does not. Okay, I'm going to switch colors here. So it'll be a second. Let me look at the next question, see if I can answer it. Favorite TV show? Well, I have a lot of the same likes in TV shows as some of my other fellow diamond painting YouTubers. I love Grey's Anatomy. That is my #1 show. But I also love Survivor, Amazing Race. We watch Big Brother. I've gotten to like that. My husband got me hooked on that. And so it's something we watch together. And hold on, I gotta concentrate on what I'm looking for. It's there. Okay. I used to watch CSI, all 3 of them. And since they're not on the air anymore, I'm sad. But I do watch SVU. I've watched every single episode. That's Law and Order Special Victims Unit, if you aren't aware. And television show. I don't watch much TV. There's a lot of shows that I've been recording, but they're still on the DVR, and sometimes I have to sacrifice some of them to make room for other things. But yeah, my guilty pleasure is Teen Mom. I don't know why, but I've been watching it from the beginning, and just watching these girls as they get older, having more kids, getting married, and the drama they still have. It's just a guilty pleasure of mine. And I watched some other teenage pregnant shows, or not necessarily just teenage. I was really into watching the baby shows and the birthing things when I was so desperate to have a baby. And yeah, that's what got me hooked into it, because I was still wanting a baby when I was first started watching 16 and Pregnant, and then Teen Mom. It's before I got married and had Teslin. But I would sacrifice those if I needed to free up space on the DVR. Let's see, I also we started watching The Bachelor and Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, which we need to catch up on. And my husband got me hooked on American Ninja Warrior. Yep. I like that show. Especially when they tell you stories, someone's background story and how they got there and their struggles and whatnot. But it's really sad when they fall on the second obstacle right after you've seen this long clip about how hard it was of a struggle to get there. It's really sad. Okay. So you basically get the gist of the kinds of shows I like. Kind of all over the place, I know. I think the next question is favorite movie, but I'll double check. Yep, favorite movie, #7. My favorite movie, ever since it came out in 1985, I believe, is Back to the Future. I love all 3 of those movies, but the first one is my all-time favorite movie. I had a babysitting job when I was 14 in the summertime. That was the year I lost my wallet at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The money I had earned. I babysat 2 kids for 40 hours a week, which was 4 10-hour days. I had to be there at 7 in the morning, and I took a bus cross town. That's why I needed my summer bus pass. I'd take a bus. No, 6:30 I had to be there. I had to be there at 6:30 in the morning, and I was there for 10 hours, and then she'd give me a ride home. And I took care of the kids, and I got $40 a week. So I made $1 an hour for 2 kids for 10 hours a day. So I made $40 a week. It's $160 a month, babysitting. And they had the movie, the tape. I probably wore their tape out. I watched it so many times. But that's just like the only thing I can think of when I think of my favorite movie. I'm sure there's other movies. I loved Titanic. I'm not into a lot of those. I'm not into comedies, but I am into, horror films. The stuff that's supposed to scare you. I mean, sometimes I like the gore films, but not the, not the real bad stuff. But I do like, like Paranormal Activity. I love Stephen King movies. At one point I had every single one of them to that date on cassette, whether I had recorded it off of a movie channel or bought it, which I didn't buy them very often because back then they were just so expensive for, a cassette tape. And then they went out of style, so glad I didn't. But now I own a lot of the DVDs or Blu-rays of Stephen King movies because, yeah, that's my style. I can't think of any, but we will go through and watch the Paranormal Activity series. We'll do like a marathon or another series like Chucky. And I do like Lord of the Rings and the Harry Potter movies. I like Hunger Games and what was the other one? Oh yeah, Divergent. But the book I read the book after, and then I was going to go watch the movies after I read the books. I read all the books, and the movies were quite different from the book. And I know they never finished it, but I only went back and watched the first movie. I never got around to watching the other two because then I got and started doing my YouTube channel. Okay, let me move on. That was just wanted to know my favorite movie, and I listed a bunch of them. What do I drink in the morning? I drink coffee, and a lot of times it will last me, 1 cup of coffee will last me most of the day. But then I have to switch to water. Sometimes, well, it's been a lot of times during this hot season, we've been getting soda from the convenience store a lot, and the scale is starting to really tell me I need to stop drinking so much soda, because all that sugar. And can you do a push-up? Number 9. No, I cannot. I mean, I can't even do the knee ones because my knees are so bad. You should see me when I try and get on. If I'm on the floor, if I sit on the floor for something like wrapping presents or whatever, it's so hard for me to get back up. And I couldn't imagine even trying to do a push-up or even just the girly push-ups from the knees. Nope, can't do it. Leaning on my knees, even on a mattress, hurts. So, that would be a no. And number 10, favorite piece of jewelry. My wedding ring. That's about that, and my tongue ring are the only pieces of jewelry that I wear. Maybe is my Fitbit considered jewelry? I mean, I like it because I can change out the bands on it. I bought a set of 5 on Amazon really inexpensively. That was kind of neat. I could just swap them out with this, the Ulta. Okay. Next question. 11. Favorite hobby? Well, I guess this would be considered a hobby. I would call it my favorite right now. I don't see myself not enjoying it at any point in time. I also enjoy knitting and crocheting. And I actually have a cousin who asked me to crochet these cute little things for her, and she bought the pattern and sent them to me. And I need to get around to doing them because, I mean, she said she wasn't in a hurry, but I'm sure she does want them sometime this year. But I just can't put my diamond painting down long enough to get interested in finding all the materials I need for it and going to the store and picking up what I don't have. I mean, it asks the material that it's saying it needs is something that I don't ever have on hand. And I don't know if I really need to use that kind of material. I don't know. See, that's the one thing about yarns is I'm when I get a pattern, I don't know if I have to get that type or, you know, I guess I wouldn't because it's not something that's ever, you know, really gonna, it's not gonna get washed. So I don't think if I used what I have, it would make a difference. I don't think it would make a difference. So they're really cute. They're these little stuffed animals, but their faces are, there's no face on them. And the face is like this big round thing, and it's got the ears or whatever on top, and you put a photo of your child inside of it, inside the round thing. So instead of a face, it's got a picture of your little ones. They're cute. And I could see why she liked them, and I just need to get around to doing it. I keep forgetting. It's not that I don't want to do it. I just keep forgetting that I have the pattern and I need to do it. I need to actually just sit down and make a list of the items I need and go shopping on my, either on my yarn shelves or go to Michael's, Joann's, Walmart, whatever. And so basically anything with yarn I like to do. I do latch hooks. I like to do a punch needle. Taught myself how to do that one too. I taught myself how to knit. And let's see what else. See, I'm good if I can follow a pattern. I'm just not good at making up patterns or designs. That's just not in my jean makeup. I'm not creative like that. There's also, what other crafts do I do? I think I've answered this question, you know, talked about crafts I love in another video, but I'm just drawing a blank. Oh, quilting, yeah. I have a ton of material that I've stocked up on just for quilting and sewing. I prefer quilting because it's straightforward. I don't really like making clothes, even though I have a bunch of patterns to do so, and by the time I get around to them, Teslin won't be able to fit into them anymore. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next question. Number 12, do you have ADD? No. Number 13, do you wear glasses? Yes. I have needed glasses since I was probably in junior high, just for well, I went to the eye doctor and they told me to do these eye exercises because I had a slight astigmatism. But I never did the exercises, and eventually I started needing glasses. But I didn't really think I needed them, so I never wore them. But close to about 5 years ago, when I hit 40, I definitely needed them all the time. I cannot see a thing. Well, I mean, I could watch TV on a 55-inch TV from across the room without my glasses, but I can put my glasses on and tell the difference when I'm doing that. But it started because I couldn't read the text on a computer screen. I was playing World of Warcraft and I couldn't read what people were saying. I'd have to squint just to be able to make out the words. And that's when I knew my face would no longer be naked ever again. Well, when I sleep it is. I don't wear them to bed, obviously, but it's sad, I know. My eyesight's failing me. My hearing is failing me. My knee, oh, I'm falling apart. Tell ya. That's why they call it over the hill when you hit 40, because you're no longer going uphill, you're going downhill. Alright. Number 14, favorite cartoon character. My favorite cartoon character is Tigger. And I kind of like Bugs Bunny. He used to be like the character I would collect, but I didn't get into it as much as I did I got into Tigger. He's my go-to cartoon. But I love Garfield too. I don't collect Garfield things, but I used to when I was a kid. I used to collect all the Sunday comics. I'd cut the Garfield strip out and collect it. That's what I did. I liked Garfield, but he's kind of a jerk. He's not very nice to Odie. But yeah, I love Tigger. And 15, 3 things you drink regularly. Okay, coffee, water, and right now, cherry Pepsi. Because I feel like we need something cold to drink, and that's that. 99 cents for 32 ounces is a steal. Even though it doesn't really quench your thirst, it sure does taste good. I'll stop though after a while. I've gone months without soda before. I mean, we never buy soda at restaurants. It's just too expensive, and the money you save by cutting out soda, if everybody were to get one, a family of 4, I mean, that's $10 right there. And that's plus additionally you have to pay the tip on that $10. So I don't mind it. Saves money, and it's better for you to just drink water, or us, I should say. Number 16, current worry. My current worry is that when I go see my pain specialist on the 5th, he's going to tell me, well, I already know they want to do an MRI on my neck, but I'm afraid they're going to tell me that I need to have surgery again, or else eventually my entire spine will be permanently numb. Because it happens more and more lately. Even with having this tilt table, it didn't completely fix the problem. So that's about my only worry. I mean, I worry about my kids all the time. For Tesla, it's her safety, because she's so wild and she runs out into streets and won't hold hands, and we have to get onto her to constantly be holding her hand, and with Stephanie, I'm a little worried that she's going to be living at home forever because she just quit her CNA job because she really hates it. And she got a job at Safeway working in the bakery, which she loves, but she's now making minimum wage. Part-time at that. Part-time minimum wage. Going from full-time, not minimum wage, like a couple dollars an hour over minimum wage, to what, $10 an hour? I don't know what minimum wage is. So I'm worried she's gonna live here forever. And with Ayla, I'm just worried. All sorts of things, you know. I'm worried that they're not gonna pay their rent on time, or that they're gonna get into a big fight one of these days and someone's gonna really get hurt, and then someone's gonna end up going to jail, and then yeah, so those worries are always there. You know, they shouldn't be. I mean, I wish I didn't have to worry about that with Ayla. But you can't control the person that your child chooses to fall in love with and be with. It's unfortunate, but that's not the way things work in America these days. Alright, so 17 current dislike. I don't know. I dislike how much pain I'm always in. I dislike having to take a bunch of medication for it. If that's what the question means. Currently, generally you dislike something that's the same, either current or not so current. I'm gonna switch colors again. Let's see. Favorite place you like to be? Right here in my craft room. It's my favorite place. I would not rather be anywhere else but here. I mean, it would be more comfortable if I could diamond paint at this table with all this room with a recliner, but it doesn't quite work that way. If I did that, man, I would probably never leave this room. I'd probably sleep in here, because I have slept in my recliner. It's not uncomfortable, that's for sure. It's nice and cozy. And next question. How did you bring in the new year? This last year, I don't even think we remembered to watch the ball drop. Tesla couldn't stay awake long enough, and I think it was, no, of course it's not a school night, but yeah, we just stayed home, did nothing. We didn't drink or anything like that. We were just boring old people. I know. I am so exciting. Number 20, where would you like to go? I'd like to go right now to Joann's. See if I can go find me something special that I want to buy. Not really special, but it's something I want to get. Try it out and show everybody what I think. Or Michael's to get a frame or two. I think they're having a frame sale again. They're always having frame sales there. I'd like to go to my dad's house. I'd like to go see him. But as far as vacations now, I'd like to go to Hawaii, but I doubt we ever will. I just don't think it's in the cards for us to take a trip there. We don't have any kind of retirement saved. You know, he doesn't even have a 401k now with this new job because they don't match like his last place did. So, yeah, Hawaii's probably not going to be in the books unless something happens and we get a big settlement or chunk of money or something. Then maybe we will. But who knows? When I did get a big settlement, I bought a car instead of taking the money on a vacation, which is more practical. I used my debit card and paid $10,000 for my car, and I loved that car. But I was stupid, and when it hit 100,000 miles, I thought I needed a new one, so... And it was all bought, it was paid in full. So I bought a Prius. I know I'm off on a tangent, but I'll just finish this little story. I bought a Prius, owned it 8 months, and realized there was no way I could keep that car because it had no storage room. Barely, the trunk, pretty much, her stroller took up the entire trunk. Or the hatchback area that was supposed to be where the trunk is. There's no way we'd ever be able to take a trip drive down to California in it, even though I got it for the awesome gas mileage. But if you're having to tow a trailer because you don't have any room to put anything in it, then there's no point in having it. So anyway, that's what I did. I traded it in on my van that I have now, and I love my van. All right. Name 5 people who should do this tag. Okay, here's the hard part. My first person I'm going to name is Brandy from Abstract Crafter. And see, I don't know who all watches my channel. So, and I don't know too many people who do tags either. I mean, the people I do know who do tags is Brandy and Danielle and a couple of other people, but Brandy and I basically have the same circle of people. So I don't want to take up all the people that she would say. So how about I say... I'm going to tag. I'm going to pause this so I can go look at the names. Okay, I've got my list of channels that I'm subscribed to. So the other 4 that I'm going to mention to do this tag is... where is she? Megan from Preschool Teacher Addicted to Diamond Painting. Fruitini. That's 3. Who else would do a tag? Let's see. Jennifer Roberts. And one more. I will say... Oh my gosh, this is hard. I'll go with... how about Diggy? Diggy415. If you're watching, I have nominated you to do this tag as well as the other 4 people. Megan, Brandy, Jennifer, And oh gosh, who else did I say? Oh, Fruitini. I don't know your first name, but you are all nominated to do this tag. I will put it down below, and I do believe I can get the PDF file that I got it from, and hopefully that will work. I'll put it down below in the description box. Okay, so the next question is 22, favorite color. Well, if you've watched any of my videos, you know my favorite color. It's teal. It's not the dark teal, but it's more of the lighter teal that, you know, you see in a lot of the type of paintings that have the ocean in it. I've got to try and keep on track on which symbol I'm on and not drill the wrong one. I really like purple though too. It's just teal. Purple was my favorite color as a kid growing up, and then my adult favorite color is teal. Aqua teal. I'll just call it aqua teal. Number 23, do you like sleeping on satin sheets? Well, I really don't know. I bought, when I was very poor and trying to build my credit, I used to have a Fingerhut account, and I got some faux satin sheets. And the one thing I did not like about it is how the covers would slip off. So, I mean, I think I liked the feel of the satiny, faux satin on my skin, but as far as it being, I couldn't really get a restful night to sleep because I had to keep finding the blankets because they kept falling off the bed. So I'd say that would probably be a no. But I'll come back to that again one day if I ever sleep on some real satin sheets. And I'll let you guys know. So can I whistle? Yes, I can. I can whistle. I can whistle a tune. I can whistle inward. I can whistle outward. But I cannot do the loud two-finger whistle for calling in your kids or getting attention or stopping a fight. All the different ways I have heard it used. Teslin can whistle too. So can Braden. And he's not even 3 yet. I was shocked by that. Okay, number 25. Where are you now? Oh, I'm in my craft room, of course. I can't do my videos anywhere other than in here if I'm sitting down diamond painting. I mean, if I was walking around the house just doing my own thing, then yeah, I wouldn't be in here. But I don't do videos like that unless I'm out there doing something, a tutorial or something for diamond painting. Basically all my filming is done right here. And number 26, would you be a pirate? If my life depended on it, sure. I would be a pirate long enough to have the experience, and then I would run away because I don't think I would be able to handle being out to sea for more than, a couple hours. I could imagine getting seasick. So it would be a temporary thing, but sure, I'd give it a shot. Yeah, I was trying to think of something witty to say about it, but yeah, nothing came to me. I'm not that type of witty person anyway. My favorite food, number 27. Well, my favorite single item food would be dill pickles. And oh, olives. I love olives. My favorite meal is taco salad. And I've just recently... Okay, good. It's going now. Sorry for the interruption. I got a phone call, and after I tried recording again after the phone call was over, it would not record. It was... I don't know. I had to reboot my phone. But I remember what I was saying. We were talking about favorite foods, and I was saying how my favorite food is taco salad, and I recently found, because I love sour cream on my taco salad, but, you know, we get the light sour cream, but still there's a lot of fat in it, and, you know, I was talking to my doctor about finding ways to raise my good LDL, because I don't have high bad cholesterol, but my good cholesterol is too low. So I said I could live on taco salad every night, which is pretty healthy, except for the, you know, stuff with fat in it, like the cheese and the sour cream, and I put some ranch on it. But I don't put chips. I do it on lettuce. And we use chicken instead of beef. Put it in the pressure cooker and voila. But anyway, she was telling me how you can substitute out sour cream with 0% Fage. That's spelled F-A-G-E. It's Fage yogurt. And she said it tastes just the same. I can tell the difference between the two, but it's not bad. I can handle it. I can handle eating the unflavored yogurt with no fat in it and substitute for sour cream. I'll still eat it because I love it. I love my taco salad. Just love those spices and the combination of the olives and the cheese and the tomatoes, sour cream, and yeah. So that's my favorite. Alright, so the next question, number 28. Last thing that made you laugh. Okay. The last thing that, I mean, I smile all the time and I, you know, chuckle. You know, Teslin's really funny. But honestly, the last thing that made me actually laugh, out loud laugh, was I was watching Wendy from Gone Off My Meds. At the end of one of her videos, she did some kind of face swap. I'm guessing she did a face swap with her husband. And she named it her unnamed relative. And it was just so funny. She couldn't keep herself from laughing. It just, her face looked so bizarre. Because he was smiling. You could see the teeth and I think you could see the mustache. And yeah, it was hilarious. So, that's the last thing that made me laugh. And, let's see. My favorite animal. My favoriteest animal is a dolphin. But I also love tigers. White tigers, to be exact. And what else do I get? So a lot of the things that I order. I like cats. But the big ones. See, now I can't tell how long this is going because it's not all in one video since I had to start a new clip for this. It's probably going to be over an hour. Yeah, so let's go on to the next one. Most recent injury. My most recent injury, it wasn't a major injury, but it was an injury. I was doing something with hot glue, and I had unplugged it, and I was trying to clean it, and what happened is I wasn't thinking. I knew that it was just recently on, and I had pulled the trigger, and a big glob of the glue landed on my hand, on the back of my hand, and I couldn't get it off fast enough. You can kind of see right there. See that crescent moon shape? That's where it burned me. So that was my most recent injury. But serious injury would be when I hurt my neck at work. But that was pretty serious because it's like a lifetime of pain and doctors and medication and surgeries and yeah, you name it. It's all there. I'm in it for the long haul. All right, my number 31. How many TVs are in your home? Now that's just depends. Do they mean TVs that are working, that are actually plugged in and people watch? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, but we still have a couple other ones that are like in the closet and stuff. But that's because we have our household and then Stephanie's household. She has a couple, but they're not being used right now, since this is just a temporary living situation. And so yeah, 4, 1, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4. I counted that one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I know there's one in my closet and there's one in the shed, I think.
No.
Okay, so you don't have any TVs in the shed?
I just have the one in the closet.
I have one in my closet. Do you have another one in your closet? Okay, so there's just 5 total. She just got home from work and had to come see what I was doing, and she looked at all my questions. Oh, my camera kind of got misplaced when every time I try to zoom through my oh my gosh, through my see there what happened. I tried to zoom it better and it flubbed up and stopped it for some reason. All right, I'm gonna pick a new color real quick here and go on to the next question. Let's see which shape I should do next. This section's almost done. If I didn't have my tripod sitting on top of the painting, I mean one leg is sitting on the painting. You would laugh if you saw how I had this set up. One leg is extended and it's down here on the side, and then this is one leg, and then the back leg is just basically balancing on the back of my tilt table. The leg itself isn't, but the crossbar that connects the 3, it's just like set on there. But hey, it's working, so I'm not gonna complain. Let's see, I'll do this one. Okay, next question. Worst pain ever? Well, contractions hurt pretty darn bad. But having my gallstones, when I had my, oh my gosh, that hurt so bad. Oh, but I don't know. Labor, I've got to say labor pains. Those are the worst pain ever. I couldn't imagine anything being more painful than that. But, you know, maybe having your arm chopped off or something might hurt worse. Okay, so number 33, do you like to dance? I used to, back when I could. That's how I met one of my boyfriends, one of my boyfriends. Like, I've had a lot. I met, when I lived in California for a little while, I met a guy because I used to go out dancing because the town we lived in, there was nothing to do except go to the bars. And I was like 22, and I used to dance. I don't like ballroom dance. I don't know how to do that. I can't follow the lead of somebody. I think I tried once, but that's about it. But I do like to, when you go out to the clubs and dance around, I used to like to do that. Not so much now, but if I was able to, I probably would. I mean, if I was physically able to. Okay, that's all I needed for that color. Like 4. Let's see, number 34. There's only one left after this. Okay, are your parents still alive? My mom is no longer alive. As of 2016, September 15th, 2016, she passed away. But my dad is still alive. My mom was 64 when she died. Kidney failure. She had rheumatoid arthritis. It basically is what killed her. There's a lot of details to that, but basically the stuff that was affecting her body, the arthritis is what caused her to go into kidney failure. And my dad is still alive, and he doesn't live very far from me, and I like to see him as often as I can. But it's still an hour and a half to his place from here. And sometimes it's hard to get down there because we have to plan a whole day thing to go down, and sometimes it's hard to meet up with him at the right time because he has his own life going on. He still works, and he's 66 now. So, yeah, his wife is still alive as well. She's gonna be 70, I think, this year. And number 35 is, do you love life? I sure do. I have everything that I could want. I have my rainbow baby. I have a husband that is able to financially support his family. I didn't used to have that. He hasn't given up on me, even though we've had some really rough times. He didn't walk out. He didn't leave. He didn't throw in the towel. And I have a beautiful grandson. I have 3 loving daughters. I have a lot of family, and it helps to love life when you have people around you that love you. And I've been on antidepressants for probably the past 10 years, 11 years. I don't know if I'd be living life if I wasn't on them, but I am on them, and I do love life. I look forward to waking up in the morning, and I don't sleep any longer than I don't purposely go back to sleep because I have nothing to look forward to, because I have you guys as well. I come in here first thing in the morning, and I'm in here basically all day long doing one thing or another. And to Teslin has a bunch of toys in here. She plays in here with me. It's my oasis. And you guys are a big part of why I love life. And I may not have said it very much. I know I've said it a couple times, but I appreciate every single one of you. I love that you like to watch my videos. I mean, sometimes I can't understand why you like to watch them, because I am so self-critical that I just don't get it. I don't get why people like to watch me. And I go look, and in fact, this is something I was going to talk about, but then I decided not to. But I go to my analytics page because I had seen my subscriber count, and then I went back to my home page, and my subscriber count was 5 less. So apparently 5 people had unsubscribed in the 10 minutes that I had been to that page prior. And I went to my analytics page, and I really have to stop doing that, because it really doesn't matter the people who've unsubscribed. It's those that have subscribed and are still here that matter. And you guys matter. You are what keeps me going. You keep my channel going. You keep my channel growing. And you're helping me to be able to put out more content that everybody seems to love by being here and watching my videos and liking them and supporting me. So thank you very much from the very bottom of my heart. I appreciate and I love you all for being, you know, people who like to watch this kind of video and staying with me. I mean, I remember my first couple of days and I got my 19th subscriber. I remember she said, "I'm number 19. I'd have to go back. I know it's bad. I think I remember who it was, but I don't want to say the wrong name because there's been a lot of names since then. But just to come from being so thrilled over having 19 subscribers to where I am now, it just amazes me. It amazes me that I got this far, and I plan on going further. And I hope you guys stick around to see how far we can go, because I'm interested to find out, aren't you? And soon I will be able to put more things into the channel that I can try to review and check out for you guys, because I know there's customs that everybody would like to know how other companies other than Huacan, how good a quality they are on customs. And I've just not been able to afford to pay the outrageous amount that most places charge for customs. I'd rather catch the sale like Huacan does and get my custom done from them. But I understand some people don't like Huacan, or they want to shop somewhere else, and they want to know how other people, you know, the quality and whatnot. And yeah, that's what I would like to be able to do, is to get customs done from other companies, so you can see what I went through or see how mine came out from ordering from this other company. So that is my goal, is to be able to do that, to be able to get customs done through other companies for you, so you can see what they're like. And I'm sure this video is well over an hour now, and I'm going to cut it off here. I was hoping to get this section finished before I had to cut it off, but it's almost there. I can't really show progress on it because, like I said, the tripod is on top of it, and yeah, I think my phone's getting hot, and that's why I wouldn't record the video earlier, so it's going to end up shutting off anytime now anyway. So everybody, I am going to stop it here. I appreciate you again. I'm going to say I appreciate you very much, and I thank you very much for subscribing and following me on this journey. I hope to see you in the next video, and if you liked this drill with me, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.